Since 2018, the GDPR has been governing the way organisations collect and use personal data. Following is an overview of the legislation. What is personal data? Personal data is simply any information relating to anyone who is alive and which may, directly or indirectly, help to identify them. As a general rule, if you can take a piece of information and follow the breadcrumbs back to an individual, it is considered personal data. Personal data would include elements such as names, phone numbers, addresses, or surveillance camera footage. Processing data. Lawful basis for processing. Organisations must always have a lawful basis for processing personal data. For example, you have received the individual's consent to process their information. The processing is necessary for the performance of a contract. The processing is necessary to comply with a legal obligation. The processing is in the legitimate interests of the controller. Data protection principles. Once you have identified that you have a lawful reason for processing an individual's personal data, you must follow the 6 data protection principles. These principles are explored in other videos in the series, so be sure to check them out for further information. The principles broadly relate to the lawfulness, fairness, and transparency of processing, the purpose of the processing, minimizing the amount of data you hold, the accuracy of data, for how long you can retain information, and ensuring adequate security protects any data you collect or process. Notions. In addition to the data protection principles, the GDPR contains 3 notions that lay at the heart of the legislation. Those of accountability, transparency, and power imbalance. Organisations must maintain sufficient and accurate evidence to demonstrate they are complying with the GDPR. You must inform data subjects both honestly and in plain language how you are using their personal information. Your organisation must not coerce or use their position of authority to pressure individuals into giving consent to process their information. Rights of individuals. Data subjects have a range of fundamental rights in relation to their data. These must be respected at all times when processing personal data. Individuals have the right to be informed about the collection and use of their personal data. Data subjects, that is, individuals about whom the information you hold relates, are able to access or gain a copy of the information you hold on them. The right to be forgotten enables an individual to request the deletion or removal of personal data where there is no compelling or legal reason for its continued processing. The GDPR gives individuals the right to have personal data rectified where it is inaccurate or incomplete. Individuals have the right to block or suppress the processing of their personal data. When this right is used by an individual, you are permitted to store the data but not process it further. The right to data portability allows individuals to obtain an extract of any personal data that they have provided to you in an electronic format and ask that this is shared with a similar third-party organisation. individuals have the right to object to the processing of their data in certain circumstances, usually when legitimate interests, consent, or the performance of a task in the public interest is identified as the lawful basis. A data subject may object or challenge any decisions made about them using an automated decision-making process. That is where a decision is made by automated means without any human involvement. This will also include profiling of individuals. The personal data of children must be given as much, and in some cases more protection and rights than adults. And children over 13 with sufficient mental capacity can, in certain circumstances, object to processing and also apply for a subject access request. In the UK, children over 13 can give consent to processing for online services. If you need further information, check out the other videos in the GHC Bite Size series. Or, alternatively, if you need to talk, get in touch with us through the Griffin House Consultancy website. We distribute these videos for free in the hope that we can help as many organisations as possible. So if you found this video useful, please be sure to share and comment on it. I'm Mike Martin from the Griffin House Consultancy. Thank you for watching.